Hi, my name is Gwen Foster. I want to talk about the Fat Flush Plan. I learned about the Fat Flush Plan when I was taking my natural health studies at Clayton College, and I was lucky to meet Ann Louise Gittleman in Atlanta, Georgia. And again, this was 20 years ago. Everything I talk about was like 20 plus years ago because that's when I was studying and taking courses and getting my ND degree. So what I like about the Fat Flush is not only is it a really good reset and quick 2 weeks, but it's a very good way to cleanse the liver, kidney, and colons while you're trying to have like pretty quick weight loss. And the weight loss is sustained as long as you go back out of Fat Flush into the maintenance plan, which is basically like every other plan out there, cutting carbs, eliminating sugars, and things like that. You know, you can bring back in certain things, but it's very comprehensive as far as what you can have. You can have meat, you can have veggies, fruit, flax oil, eggs, a cup of coffee a day. So you're not like so restricted. You can't have you can't have sugar and you can't have pasta and bread, but you can have lots of things, and it's just 2 weeks. The products that go along with the Fat Flush Plan are meant to facilitate and to speed up the process. And the reason that the results are permanent is that the cran water drink and the hot lemon water and the fiber and everything that's put together with the eating plan is meant to increase your metabolism, take off water weight, and facilitate the liver and kidneys and working better. So it's not just like a calorie restriction thing, even though of course when you're cutting carbs, of course you're cutting calories and you're limited to how much protein you can have a day. But the results are astounding. I know this sounds crazy, but I did have one lady lose over 40 pounds in 2 weeks because she had so much water weight, you know. So I know that sounds impossible, but I'm a testimony to that. But most people lose depending on how much you have to lose, most people lose between 5 and 20 pounds in 2 weeks because of just getting that extra water weight off and then supporting the kidney function and liver function. Most people love the Fat Flush because within a day or two, their carb cravings are gone because you're getting good fats, you're getting, well-rounded foods. You're not having to suffer like you can't have fruit or you can't have certain things. I found it to be the best thing out there, as far as compared to paleo or keto or Atkins or any of those things, because there is a definite eating list that's very specific, but there's also like phase 2 and phase 3 so that you get to the weight you want pretty quickly. There's nothing worse than losing 1 or 2 pounds a month, and that is so frustrating that people just tend to not stick with it. Then they binge and then they gain back all the weight they lost, and it's a yo-yo dieting situation. Something that Fat Flush taught me a long time ago, I've really, because of allergies, not eaten very many grains and sugar. Sugar doesn't agree with me either, so I'm just learned not to do that. But that's basically the premise of the Fat Flush Plan. It's not a diet. It's a eating lifestyle to stay healthy and to stay at your correct weight and for your height. The 5 products that I put together for the Fat Flush Plan, if bought together, they're 15% off, which makes them right at $100. One of them is the MetaBurn, which is to increase metabolism. The Vital Herbs is a Dr. Christopher multivitamin, multimineral. Then the Fiberman is a fiber pill. The Evening Primrose is recommended for balancing hormones, which is also a big deal with weight loss. And then the Appetite Formula is for people that have the need to suppress their appetite. So that helps a lot when someone is just, generally hungry all the time, they're snacking all the time, so the Appetite Formula can really help. So this combination of products was put together with the Fat Flush in mind, and when I sell the Fat Flush products, I send the 2-page written instructions. But I would also highly recommend Ann Louise Gittleman's book, Fat Flush Plan, and she has a newer version. So if you bought the book, like I did 15 or 20 years ago, I recently bought the new book because she's added in some additional good fats and avocado and things like that that were not in the original plan. So if you have the old book, you might want to check out the new book. I'm not trying to replace the book. I really, really recommend her work. She also wrote some other great books like Guess What Came to Dinner, which is a layperson's book about parasites. She is very knowledgeable, and I really, really admire her. So if you want to get more information about the Fat Flush Plan, please call or send an email. The information to contact me is below the video. Thanks a lot.